What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Birmingham Sports Podcast. I am your host, Josh Lovett. It's been a busy week in and around Birmingham with our sports teams, and let's jump right into it. I want to start talking about some Samford men's basketball first. The Bulldogs just beat Wofford this evening in Homewood, 97-80. It's a really, really big win for them. Wofford was one game behind first place in the Southern Conference standings, so a much-needed win. This is the fourth win in a row for the Dogs under head coach Lenny Acuff, and they're really playing some of their best basketball of this season. One thing that Coach Acuff has emphasized all year in his press conferences and to the team has been unselfish play and knowing your role on the team. And you're really starting to see that pay off now over the course of this 4-game win streak. They've got a really, really big game coming up this Saturday as they travel to ETSU, who leads the conference. Right now, they're sitting at 11-2 in conference play, 19-7 overall. If you remember, this was a game that came down to the wire the last two times these teams played. It was in Homewood. ETSU won on a buzzer beater, 76-75. So we know the Dogs can play with these guys. We'll see if they can get some get back on Saturday. But one other thing I want to touch on is Jaden Booth. He had 25 points tonight. There's no doubt he's the Samford star. He's really somebody who can get hot and carry this team when it matters in March. I think you're going to see this kid stay hot in the SoCon tournament. I think you're going to see him carry this team deep into the conference tournament, maybe even win it. And if I'm a 3-4-2 seed that gets matched up with Samford, if they're able to get out of Asheville, look out. Because he's one of these guys that you could see the entire country fall in love with because he hits 10 threes and he upsets Houston or Iowa State or whoever it may be because he's able to carry this team. So if he can stay hot like I think he's going to, this team will make noise. There's no doubt about it in my mind. They're just gelling so well together. And like I mentioned last week, if a team is playing their best basketball going into the month of March, that's all it's about. Especially for these mid-major teams, when the ticket to the dance is through the conference tournament. Yes, the regular season games matter, but you want to set yourself up with the best draw you can, matchup-wise, in your conference tournament, and you got to take advantage of it. And I think we're going to see this Samford team do that. They have 3 straight on the road at ETSU this Saturday, like I mentioned. Then they go to the Citadel and Mercer before they host VMI and UNC Greensboro to round out the regular season. But look out for this team, man. I think they're going to make noise. They're finally putting it all together, so keep an eye out for this Samford men's team. We'll stick with college basketball, and we'll talk about UAB next. They finally picked up their first conference home win this past Sunday against Rice. But that's not what I want to spend a majority of my time on with them tonight. They just beat Tulsa at Tulsa 68-63 without their head coach and without some key players. This was a win that I certainly didn't see coming. I don't know if anybody saw it coming. Tulsa was leading the American Conference standings before the game tonight. They were 20-4 before the game tonight. So this is a great win for them. They still honestly didn't shoot it all that good, and that's been their major problem throughout the entire season. They did shoot it better from 3. They were about 41% tonight, but overall it's not where you want to be yet. They were in the high 30s, I believe, but they're certainly going to take this win tonight. Really, really impressive for them to bounce back like this after the loss to Memphis in the midweek last week. It's their second one in a row. Really good win for them. Dajuan Anderson had 20 points and led the way for UAB. And just looking at the American as a whole right now, South Florida is now alone at the top of the standings at 9-3. But UAB is not too far behind. They're 7-5 in the conference, 2 games back. There are 6 teams within 2 games of the lead. So this is coming down to the home stretch here in terms of seeding and everything like that. It's going to be really, really interesting to see who they draw, and the same thing applies to them like it applies to Samford. If they can just play their best basketball, they're going to be in a really, really good spot to make a push to get to the tournament and make a deep run in the American Conference tournament. We know this team's talented. We know Andy Kennedy's a good coach, even though he wasn't there tonight. This team is capable of going on a run. They've just got to shoot it better. It's really that simple, at least for me, when I look at this team. I mean, the name of the game, after all, is scoring more points than your opponent, and the only way to do that is to be a better offensive team. So if they're able to do that and just keep building off of their last 2 wins, they could be in a pretty decent spot. I do like Samford's chances at making a deep run in the SoCon and potentially getting to the tournament over UAB's. One, because the American is a little bit tougher of a conference. You've got some better talent there. But I think Samford is really, really gelling well as a team. Like I already talked about, I just see more potential out of that squad than I do this UAB squad. But both are going to be in pretty decent spots as we come down to the last few weeks of the regular season. Let's turn our attention now to the Birmingham Stallions. They had a really impressive turnout at Crafts on 280 and at Protective Stadium this week in their fan event. It was the first chance for fans to meet new head coach AJ McCarron, and several of the players were there in person. It was a really, really nice event. I know we had some of our team there that were able to cover it and talk to some of the guys. Just a great event. Got some good quotes from Coach McCarron and the players. In past seasons, event like this haven't always drawn super strong crowds. So it was really encouraging to see that support from the community. We'll be dropping more player interview clips from those events here soon. One thing to note that came out this week, new UFL owner Mike Rapole has set a new goal of 15,000 fans per game this season. I don't know if that's across the entire UFL or just for the Birmingham team, but for comparison, the Stallions averaged roughly 9,000 attendance per game last year. So hopefully we're able to see that attendance number continue to climb. And if the turnout for this fan event is any indication, it looks like it will be that way. It'd be awesome to see Protective get some more bodies in there. We know what that stadium was designed to be like, and hopefully we can see it reach its full potential. Their season kicks off March 27th in Louisville, and the Stallions are chasing a 4th straight championship. Tickets are on sale now at their website. We'll move on now and talk about the Squadron. We've got a little bit of some unfortunate news here for the Squadron. The Pelicans organization announced this past week that the Birmingham Squadron will relocate to Kenner, Louisiana at the end of this season to try to get that G League affiliate closer to the city of New Orleans. Since 2021, 7 active NBA players have suited up for the Squadron, and over the years, names like Jared Harper, John Petty, Trey Jemison, and Jordan Swing have all worn the uniform. We're going to have a full podcast soon breaking down what went wrong and how it got to this point, but for now, there are just 7 home games remaining. They face the Rip City Remix this Thursday at 7 p.m. at Legacy Arena. Interestingly, they are on a 3-game win streak, so they're playing a little bit better basketball. They do have G League All-Stars Hunter Dickinson and Trey Alexander still playing with them, playing some really high-level basketball. Tickets are on sale in our Instagram and X bios. So this is going to be one of your last chances to see Dickinson and Alexander, the rest of this team, and this organization, period, in person at Legacy Arena. So get out to a game if you can and support this last little homestand that they've got here in Birmingham. We'll switch gears now to the Birmingham Bulls and what they have upcoming this week. They've got 2 home games this weekend on Friday and Saturday night. Both are at 7 p.m. in Pelham. Friday night, the first 1,000 fans will receive a pack of Bulls trading cards, and there will be a wiener dog race during one of the intermissions as well. And for me personally, that's worth the price of admission alone. I love seeing those wiener dog races and those dogs show off their speed. I think it's brilliant. And then on Saturday, why not spend your Valentine's Day, or at least part of your Valentine's Day, at a Bulls game? I think that I'm sure there's a couple guys out there who have forgotten that Valentine's Day is Saturday, and they're going to be scrambling for some plans because Lord knows you're not getting a reservation at this point. Why not get out to Pelham and check out a Bulls game? I think that's a great date night, great opportunity for you to kind of last minute throw something together if you don't have any plans already. Go check them out. I think it'll be good. Tickets are on sale on the Bulls website now and for the rest of the season. And we'll close this episode out talking about the Legion. Legion FC has had some news this week. They have signed proven USL goal scorer Romario Williams. The Jamaican international player has been one of the league's most productive forwards over the past 2 seasons. In 2025, he averaged nearly 3 shots and key passes per 90 minutes and ranked 8th among USL strikers in non-penalty goals and assists per 90. Head coach Jay Heaps called Williams a key addition who brings physicality and a proven scoring touch. Known for his explosiveness, hold-up play, and work rate, Williams adds experience and attacking depth as the Legion prepares for the season. Fans can see him in action March 7th when the Legion hosts Tampa Bay in their home opener. But that is all I have for you guys this week. I'll leave you with this. We talked about it earlier. Keep an eye on the Sanford men's basketball team. They're starting to play really, really well. Coach Acuff has a winning pedigree for late in the year. We saw it when he was at Lipscomb. This team is going to make noise, I am telling you. Keep an eye on them. But that's all I've got for this week. Thank you guys for listening, and we will see you back here next week.